Hey guys, it's Carly, and today we're gonna do my end of 2025, beginning of 2026 photo card collection. I'm gonna go through all, oh god, how many binders do I even have right now? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I want to say 8 binders. I'll have timestamps for you for each group. If you only care about one group, I collect quite a few. And I really wanted to get my Promise 9 collection like re-updated because I went from collecting full group to only 3 members, and now I'm going back to collecting full group. But I don't have it set up for full group from Unlock My World forward until Supersonic. And I did want to update that, but I ran out of 9 pocket pages. I do have more on the way. I put in a Meow Cafe order, so I will be like doing a pretty big collection reorganization next year once I get those. I only got 2 binders from Meow Cafe, and I'm going to be moving. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. But I am going to be moving part of my collection, probably the biggest part of my collection, into those binders. And then after that, because I've been struggling with like space in my binders, I'm going to be moving all of my collections into other binders. I'm kind of getting rid of some of the binders that are more old, that are older and more beat up. So that's kind of the plan for next year. So that's why my binders aren't perfectly set up the way I would like it, because I ran out of 9 pocket pages and they're not here yet. But that'll all be done next year. So we're just gonna get started because I have a feeling this is going to be a long video. If throughout the video you notice the lighting change, my outfit change, my nails change, I don't know, ignore that. This is probably going to be filmed over a couple of days, so just because it's a lot of talking. But yeah, we will get started as per usual. We're going to start with Got7. Okay, hopefully you guys can see the whole binder, but this is my first Got7 binder. So for Got7, we've been over this before. For Got7, I collect OT7, regular album photo cards, and inclusions. I try and collect most of their solo stuff. I don't collect the photo card sets for their solo stuff, at least not right now. Maybe once I get their actual like just the group album collection done, maybe then I'll move on to solo albums and start working through it. But for now, we're not worried about that. So we start with, oh, that's why I need new binders. We start with their first album. I only have Jin Young for that. I believe that album is called Got It. Okay, and the only card I have right now for this set, a lot of my early Got7 sets are not completed. A lot like in the middle, near the end of their time with JYP are done. And the newer stuff isn't completed, so we kind of have a mash there. I really would love to get more progress done on this collection. I think completing it within a year is a little bit of a stretch, especially with how expensive some of these cards are and like how hard they are to find. Like I do struggle with finding some of their early stuff, but oh well. Anyway, this is all I have. I have Jin Young. Then for Got Love, I think the first album is called Got It. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I think it's called Got It. For Got Love, I just have Yugyum. For Identify, I don't even own this album. The first 3 albums I don't own, so I don't have any of my own pulls with them. Hopefully I can... The Got7 album collection is possible to complete in a year. The Got7 photo card collection is not. Okay, so for Just Right, I have JB. He is the one who, this is the card that came with my album. So that's all I have. I haven't really started working on old Got7 collections at all. So this is mostly just what I pull or what I trade for or what comes in random bundles. Then we have the Mark postcard. For Mad, this is my first full set that's complete. So I have the full set here. I also have the full set for Fly. And I will eventually start working on the flight tickets. Right now, all I have is Jin Young and Mark and Jin Young and Yugyeom. So I am missing, that's what came with my album, shocker. I am missing quite a few there. But I would like to get the departure passes. Then for Flight Log Turbulence, this album was weird in the sense that they did a first press release and a second press release. So the difference is the edges on the cards. So like this Yugyeom and this Bam Bam card are first press because they have like sharp edges. This Jin Young and Young Jae are second press because they have rounded corners. So that's the difference. Otherwise the cards are the exact same way. When I first started this Turbulence set, I wanted to get only second press cards because my album was second press, so that was the card I had. But you know, as you move on and you just want to finish the collection and the cards aren't any different, so I do have a mix of first press and second press here. For other albums, I do specifically collect first press sets and second press sets. But for this one, I think it's different because the actual photo cards themselves aren't any different. But maybe if one day I get really bored, maybe I'll do it. Like collect both sets, but not right now. Then we have the selfie set for Turbulence. And we have the luggage tag set for Turbulence. Neither of these two sets are done. These are just some photos that came in my album that I pulled. Then we have Flight Log Arrival. So I have the selfie set completed. For the signature set, I am just missing Yugyeom. And for the slogan set, I'm missing Mark. Then we have JJ Project. So this is Jin Young and JB. This is verse 2 because their first album was released before Got7 debuted and I've never seen it. So I don't think I can finish that photocard set because I've literally never seen it. But who knows, maybe one day. That will be like one of the last things I collect for Got7. It's when I literally run out of everything else. These are the postcards from verse 2. Then we have 7 for 7. And 7 for 7 is, again, it has first press cards and second press cards. So this set here is for 7 for 7. And this is the first press set. The first press set is much easier to collect than the second press set. The second press set is very expensive. Then we have the concept cards for first press and the triangle message cards. Eventually I will collect those. It's just I prioritize photo cards and then inclusions after. Then we have 7 for 7 second press. So this is the selfie set. As you can see, I'm missing quite a few. Then we have the concept card set. I have this half completed, which is nice. But the Jin Young ones for this set are very expensive and they like go immediately. I did see some on Instagram like this summer and they were available and then I was gonna go back after I finished work and message her and they were already gone. So they're very expensive. Then I have JB's message card. Then 7 for 7, it wasn't really a repackage. It was just like a winter theme. Like they just took new photo cards and everything. There weren't any new songs on the album. So this is 7 for 7 present edition. This is the photo card set. And I do like the backs of this one though. It's very pretty. And I do like how if you put them in this order with JB first and you organize them like this, none of the same backs are beside each other, which I like. Then we have the message cards. I have more of these message cards. Then we have second press for this set. So I'm about halfway completed this set as well. And second press did have units as well, which I will be slowly collecting because there's a lot and they're hard to find. And then we also have message cards as well. Okay, for Eyes on You, I do have this photo card set complete. So we'll just flip through. This was one of the first sets that I completed for Got7, was Eyes on You. It was very easy to complete. Like, super easy. Then we've got the, like the Polaroid sort of theme. Or they're not Polaroids. I don't know what these are called. They're like the photo booth things. I will complete this as well. I just have Yu-Gi-Oh! That's who I pulled in my albums. Shocker. Then we've got Present You. There's a lot of photo cards for this. For Present You and Present You and Me, there's a lot of sets. You have 7 members and there's like 10 sets, I want to say. So there's 70 cards for this album, so I am slowly working through it, but I do have a good dent. I'm only missing a few. So this is the first set, second set. And for like this album, part of what makes me less stressed out about it is I am missing still like 4 of the member covers. So, because this album also had individual member covers and a group cover, so there were 8 albums for this comeback. So I am still missing some of the members. So once I buy those, hopefully they'll come with photo cards and I can kind of fill this out a little bit. But you know, for 70 photo cards, I don't think I'm missing that many. I just wish I would have gotten more on this comeback when it first happened, because the cards were very easy to come by then. But it is what it is. So then this was the JYP pre-order set that you got. It was just a set of clear cards. These are the lyric postcards that came in the album. I do have that completed. Then we have the pre-order postcard set. It was a JYP specific pre-order. They just came with the album regardless of where you pre-ordered from. Then we have the last photo card set in this oh, I guess not quite. We do have 2 more albums in this binder, but this is Present You and Me. This was their, again, Christmas repackage of Present You. This was actually a repackage though, because it had new songs on the album, so that's nice. And I do love this concept, so very happy to have them. But there were a lot of photo cards again with this album, so I'm a little bit behind, but I will hopefully eventually get it completed. It's just with Got7, because there's so many cards and I tend to get like overwhelmed a little bit. I do tend to try and finish other collections before this one, but I do need to prioritize this one a little bit. Why am I missing a filler there? I don't know. This is one of the binders I didn't actually go through before I filmed this video, because it doesn't really change that often, but oops. Okay, yeah, like there's just so many photo card sets. So then we move into Just 2. This was JB and Yu-Gi-Oh's unit. So these are the cards. There were 10 cards in this album, so I am missing a few still, but I'm almost done, so I do want to try and get completed with that as well. So then we have Spinning Top, and this photo card set is complete, so we'll just flip through it. It's the last set in this binder. Oh. And these, again, were a JYP specific pre-order postcard set. And that is everything for the first binder. Oof. Okay. Now we've got my second Got7 binder. Both my Got7 binders are 3-inch ring binders. Yeah, they're D-ring binders. But yeah, they're both 3 inches because there's a lot of freaking cards, especially when you collect full group. There's like just so many cards. This binder starts with Call My Name, which is also complete, this photo card set. So we will just flip through here. I also really love this photo card set. They do a lot of photo cards with like the light stick and the mini light stick, which I'm all for. I love that. Then we have the pre-order postcard sets that you got with that. They were from the tour. I guess they would have been from the Spinning Top tour. Then we have Die. So this photo card set is also complete. And I like this photo card set because every member has like a different border around them. So it is like a different color photo card, which is nice. See, they have the mini light rings here. I love this set with like the glitter on their faces. It's so cute. And this one with the roses. And then we have the mirror cards, so that is complete. The bookmark set is also complete. And the pre-order lyric postcard set were also complete. You only got these lyric postcards, I want to say, with first press of the album. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were there the whole time. I don't know. So then we move on to Breath of Love, Last Piece. So this was their last album with JYP before they left the company. And this one is close to being completed as well. I would really like to complete this album specifically because the photo cards are a little bit pricier, to say it nicely. But this set is almost done. So I would really love to complete it. Especially this set. I'm only missing Mark. So hopefully I can find that. I mean, I will somewhere. So I'm probably just going to have to pay for it. So then we have the clear card set is complete. The Polaroid set. These are the Polaroids that actually came with the album. That's complete. The pre-order postcard set, there were 2 of them, is complete. I don't know if you guys can see that. I sometimes forget these are double-sided. This is the second set. And then we had a pre-order. This is, now I can't even remember where it was from. This is a pre-order photo card set. I ordered it specifically for the pre-order set. So I actually have 2 sets of these albums. But yeah, I just can't remember what company I ordered this from now. It's been so long. It was a very traumatic time for me, okay? I was crying a lot during this era, so I don't remember. Do not recall. Okay, and then we have the Got7 album. This was their first album after they left JYP together. So this one, I have a lot of work to do on it. But I do have pretty good progress on the cards. I need to just go and like bulk buy sets of the cards and just sell or trade what I already have. But oh well. Then we have, this was a pre-order nope, this was the Polaroid set that came with the album. This white Polaroid set was pre-order. Then we have their newest group album, and this was Winter Heptagon, and this I only have my pulls for. That's it. I don't have any other cards. I haven't even started buying or trading for it. And then we've got, I had to check what store these were from, but these are Apple Music pops for Jin Young and Jackson, and I would like to try and finish this set. I don't collect Got7 pre-order card sets just because I don't even have their album sets completed yet, but that's another discussion. So then the rest of this is solo album. So I do have Bam Bam's Ribbon. It didn't actually come with photo cards. It came with big clear postcards. Then we have just all of the different members' solo stuff. So we've got JB, and these are in order of release. I did miss a couple of like Young J releases, and I missed a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh releases. So I am behind on their solo stuff. I'm hoping to fill in the gap. But this is, you know, just what we have right now, and eventually I will get more. I don't know if I'll ever fully collect their solo stuff, like every single photo card. We'll see. Maybe one day if I stop adding new groups and finish everyone that I currently have, then I can think about what I'm going to do with their solo stuff. But for now, that's what we have. Then we have some larger inclusions from their solo album. So we have like Mark and Young J, JB, and then we have some non-album stuff. JB is my bias, my main bias in Got7. So I do try to just collect a few of his non-album things. So I have like some with fan pobs and some, well, I guess these would be fan sign cards, some Shopee fan signs. These were from a Chinese fan sign. I don't know what they were. And then we've got some like Japanese stuff. I don't collect their Japanese photo cards right now. Maybe I will eventually, because I need to get different sleeves to collect the Japanese stuff. They don't fit in here, and there is a lot of random Japanese stuff for them. But like they had a magnet set and they have like just so much stuff. But I would like to eventually collect that, hopefully. But I need to get different sleeves for that, obviously. But this is just what we have. Like I have a Bam Bam Japanese card as well. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's been, I don't know if you guys can see. That's been bit by my cats. That's okay. Because I don't plan on trading or selling these cards at all. So for me personally, it sucks, but it's not like a huge deal. But yeah, that's why you need to have like a specific type of sleeve for, like these sleeves fit. Oh, and this is a very old sleeve. I didn't even notice that. Oops. You have to have a very specific type of sleeve for the Japanese photo cards, so I just don't have that. This was their photo card set from the Keep Spinning tour DVD, which I have, and that's what some of these photo cards are from here. Like this one's from their fan meet DVD. I don't even know what era of fan meet. These were from their Go-Toon Summer Store. These were Shopee again. Keep Spinning tour DVD. Eyes on You tour DVD. Like there's just a lot of stuff here. And then like photo books, that sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't collect Got7 non-album stuff, so that's why I don't entirely know what everything is. But that's it for the first two binders. We're one group down. Okay, so next we're going to move into another alt, which is WJSN. So for WJSN, I was collecting full group at one point. That was very short-lived because they started releasing a lot of photo cards and changing the lineup. So it was kind of hard to collect full group, which I guess Promise 9 is doing, and I'm still collecting the full group there, but whatever. I used to collect full group, and then I started collecting my top three, which were Yeonjung, EXE, and Unso. Then this year, I think, I actually decided to just go down to EXE for everything and just collect everything EXE, because I do have a fairly robust EXE non-album collection that I would really like to keep working on. But that's hard to do when I'm also trying to finish two other members' regular photo cards and EXE's regular photo cards. So I just collect EXE right now. Maybe eventually we'll move up, but for now, just EXE. I do collect every photo card for China Line, because of the way it works out, you can fill out, I want to say 2 full 9 pocket pages with all of their cards, so it's easy enough. Or maybe 3, I don't know. And I am pretty much done my China Line collection. And I do also collect full unit. So whenever a unit comes out, I collect everyone in that unit. So for the most part, other than Yeonjung, that hasn't been in a unit, I guess Dawon hasn't been in a unit either, then there's only a few members that I am missing out on photo cards for. Hopefully, Yeonjung will release a solo album. Or maybe once I get XE completed here, I'll go back and collect Yeonjung's IOI stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But this is what I have for XE. So I am missing quite a few of her newer things. Like, okay. So I am missing quite a few of her older things. I'm missing all the secret cards. I'm missing her from WJSN card. Happy Moments, I'm missing a few cards from right now. Dream Your Dream I do have. I'm missing a WJS. Please. A WJ. I'm missing a WJ Please. WJ said, WJ Stay and For the Summer. I'm like so far. I don't know how I don't have any of her cards for that. It's insane. Well, there's a 9 pocket page that I could use for literally anything else that I didn't realize was in here, so that's fun. So for Neverland, I'm missing one of her unit cards. Then the rest of these are complete. So Unnatural, I have her full set. Last Sequence, I have her full set. And then I do have full group postcards because I just had those. I do also have like pretty close to full group Neverland inclusions and Unnatural inclusions, so I might throw these in here as well. I don't know. We'll see. Then I do still have all 3 bookmarks in here from Neverland for Yeonjung and XE, just because they fit nice in here and there's no other things that fit in there nicely to go with it. Then we start, it's so sad. I was like, oh, that's it for the comebacks. Hopefully WJSN can be active next year. I'm like so desperate for it. I'm so desperate for it, really. So then the first unit in here is Chocomi. This is the Humph comeback, and I do have all the individual photo cards completed. The units, I don't know what happened with the units. I really am struggling to find the units for this era, so hopefully I can do that. Then we have the bookmarks completed and the standees. For some reason, I am missing Luda, and I have never seen that, so I don't know what's going on there. Then for this page, these are the K-Town For You Humph Pobs, so I just have them here, and I have the Super Yuppers, like these were the trading cards, I guess you would call them, set, so I put that here. Then we have the Super Yuppers. This set, I want to say, is pretty much complete. All the individual photo cards are done, and I think I'm just missing a few. Yes, I'm missing just a few units. Then we have some pobs. So these are Starship Square pobs for Super Yuppers, or not Super Yuppers. Yes, for Super Yuppers. These are the Starship pobs. Then we have the postcards. Then we move into WJSN the Black. This is completed because I do collect pretty much everything XE. I was in a lot of group orders for her pobs, for her fan sign cards. So that's why I was able to complete this so easily. I didn't even really try for that. Then we have the bookmarks, the standees. The only issue is I have so much, I have so many inclusions for this era. Then we have the Starship Square pobs again for the black. Then we have L's Up. So this was Eurom's project group from Puzzle Up. I want to say it was what it was called. They haven't had a comeback since, which is so odd because hardly any of the members in the actual group are active right now. So I don't know why they're not having a comeback, but I am just missing one of her cards here. And one of her postcards as well. Then we have Sola's solo album. So this one I haven't even really started collecting photo cards for. I just have what I pulled. So that's what we've got here. Some inclusions. Then we have my China line collection. So I am missing the secret cards, but hopefully those will come soon enough. Then we have from WJSN and Happy Moment here is pretty much complete, and Dream Your Dream. I have everything. So that is everything for my WJSN regular album binder. Now for non-album. Okay, so this is my XC non-album binder slash just WJSN. This is where I put all of their merch sets. So that's what's in here. So for XC, I do not know what all of these are called, but I will try my best to check. These are the WJ Please broadcast cards. I think I'm missing one of them. Then we have the For the Summer Tower Records cards. This is a For the Summer broadcast card. This is an As You Wish broadcast card. This is an As You Wish. I want to say this was a Starship Square pop. This was the Neverland K-Town For You pop. These are her photo cards from the Persona On, Ego Off photo books. Then we have the 2021 Season's Greetings. So this is the, I want to say K-Town pop for the Season's Greetings. And these are her photo cards just from the Season's Greeting. They did random sets. So it took me a long time to get both of her cards for that. I don't know why they did random sets. It didn't make sense. Like, you would get a full set with your Season's Greetings, but it was random between two sets which you would get. So even if you bought multiple Season's Greetings, you might not get every set of photo cards. Then we have WJSN News. I believe this was either a fan meet. I can't remember now. This was either Fan Con or a fan club set, but this isn't complete. This is just the two cards I have. Then we have the Unnatural K-Town For You pop. This is the Unnatural G Market pop, I want to say. This is the Unnatural sticker. This was a Unnatural fan sign. Now I can't remember which fan sign it was. It was a Chinese fan sign though, so that's all I can remember. Then we have the Unnatural. This was the online photo card. We have the WJSN The Black Tower Records card. Now we just have a lot of the black stuff. So this one I want to say is MMT. I'm not sure what these two are at all. Like, I do not know. This is MakeStar. Actually, I do know that. So this is MakeStar. I think this is MMT. These two, I'm not sure. This one was just very cute. For like all of these, I pretty much just joined group orders without looking at what they were for. So I was just like in a big group order, and then they would send out, do you want to join for this? And you had to claim on Etsy. I had to claim on Etsy already, and it would just be like, do you want to be in this group order? Do you want to be in this one? And I was just yes to all of them. So I don't know what some of these are in terms of pops, but these are all fan signs down here. Then this is from their perfume that they did. This is from their Versace, I want to say, perfume that the Black did. Then we have her inclusions from the 2022 Season's Greeting. Here, here. These were all the regular photo cards. I don't have any of the POBs from that because I didn't get any, I guess. Then we have, well, I did, I just didn't get XE. Then we have some stuff from WJ Standby. I believe this was another fan con. Again, I don't have all of the stuff here. Then we have some Chocomi Super Yuppers POBs. So I just and fan signs. I just kind of joined for whichever member. Dayoung was my priority, but I really did not care whose cards I got for that. Then we have some inclusions from the 5th Wuju fan club. So these are what all of these cards are from. Then we start with the POBs and fan sign cards for sequence. Last sequence, which I'm not even going to try to tell you what everything is. I need to do some more research and like actually look at my template to figure out what everything is. But we can just look through it. Because like there were lots of stores that had multiple fan signs. So I have multiple cards from multiple fan signs. But this is just what we've got. I have tons of pages. Like I have some With Mew, lots of With Mew. There's Make Star in here. So it's everything. Let me just check. It's the bottom of this page, this full page, and then the top half of this. Well, no, pretty much this full page. It's just this photo card that's not part of it. And I think I am still missing some POBs and a few fan signs. Like I need to go through and check. But that's all of it. Then we have some inclusions from the WJ Daily photo book, WJSN Daily photo book. Then we have some inclusions from the WJSN Daily photo book. So that's what this first card is. And then that's what these are here as well. Then these inclusions right here are from the 2023 Season's Greetings, which I actually did not purchase, I don't think. So I don't have any of the other members for this. I think I just joined group orders for XE. Now I can't remember. Then we have cards from the 2023 Fan Con. That's what these are. Code Unjung. No, I can't. Am I saying that right? Now I'm getting tired here. I'm powering out. But that's what these two cards are from. Again, I don't have the full set yet. Then we have cards from the 2024 Season's Greetings. As you can see, you can actually see them getting less active because it just becomes like Season's Greetings. And that's all. Which is insane. I actually think it was the 2024 Season's Greeting I didn't get. So that's what these cards are. And that's also 2024 Season's Greeting. Then I have some, these were Starship Square POBs for Solo. Oh my god, I'm tripping up my words. These three cards here are Starship Square pre-order cards for Sola's solo album. Then we have the 2025 Season's Greetings. These are the cards I pulled for XE. And that's all we have. Like, there was literally nothing else released. The next card in here is going to be the 2026 Season's Greeting. And that just makes me so upset. Like, I have a lot to collect for XE, like, backwards. So it's not like I'm not doing anything. But it's just sad when all that's in here is just Season's Greeting and then nothing. And then the next year, you just have Season's Greeting and then nothing. And then it's just so sad. It's going to be, like, the third year in a row with nothing other than like Sola's release, but that's it. And it's so sad. Then we have her larger inclusions for a lot of this stuff. Like fan cons and fan signs and Season's Greetings. This is not organized in any way. Then we have the rest of the group. So this is where I put, it kind of worked out that there were 10 members or are still with 2 inactive. I don't know how they want to word it, but it kind of works out because I can put all the other members on a 9-pocket page for the Season's Greetings and the photo books. So this is Ego on, Persona off, the rest of the members' Photocard sets, and the postcard sets, and larger inclusions. Then we have the 2021 Season's Greeting sets. This one wasn't completed for the longest time because I did not actually pull this set in my Season's Greetings. So I had to buy all of these individually, and the only one I could not find was Luda. And it was really like, I got her. Look at that. I paid quite a bit for it, but I do not care because it's complete now. Then we have the other photo card set for the 2021 Season's Greetings. We have the ID cards, and these I kept Exy with the rest of the group because these New Year's resolution cards are double-sided, and it just fit nicely with the full group doing it this way. So that's why I did it. And we have the 2022 Season's Greeting photo card sets for the rest of the members here. And again, I kept Exy's larger inclusions with the group because it just fit nicely that way. Then we have the WJSN daily photo card sets from that photo book here. And the unit, I don't know what these are called. They're from like photo booths. I'm going to call them Polaroids. I don't know if that's right. Then we have the heart postcards. Then we've got the 2023 Season's Greetings. So I guess I did buy the 2023 Season's Greetings because it's here. And the larger inclusions. And I did not get the 2024 Season's Greetings, so this is the 25 Season's Greetings. Again, Luda and Dawan are no longer with Starship, so they aren't in the Season's Greetings. So now I need to kind of figure out how to display. I love the backs of these. Like, honestly, it's so cute. I need to just figure out what to do with that now that there's only going to be 7 members to display on a page. And the larger inclusions. And that's everything for WJSN. Okay, now we're moving on to kind of the last big multi-member collection that I have. Well, that's not true. I should take that back. But we're moving on to like the last alt, I guess you could say, now, I guess. And that's Promise 9. So for Promise 9, I also collect full group photo cards. So I guess the difference you could say between like Got7, Promise 9, and Exy, the reason, even though WJSN is an alt, the reason I don't collect full group WJSN is because I collect a lot of non-album, like actually like have templates and collect non-album Exy so much. If I didn't collect non-album Exy as heavily and I just kept what I pulled and I didn't seek out to buy it, I would probably collect full group WJSN. So that's the difference. For Promise 9 and Got7, I don't really collect non-album at all, but for WJSN I do. So that's where that stands with my 3 alts. But for Promise 9, I collect full group photo cards and inclusions. It's kind of like Got7 in the sense that I am collecting the inclusions, but I'm not specifically collecting the inclusions until I finish the photo card sets. So my photo card collection for WJSN, so my photo card collection for Promise 9 starts with Today, because I do not have the 2 Heart album, which was their debut album. I don't own it. I don't even own the 2-Day album. But the 2-Day photo card sets were easy to find. The 2 Heart photo card sets are not. And that is one photo card set that I don't think I'll ever have in this collection, is the 2 Heart ones. My bias is Serum, so I may eventually try to just find Serum stuff for 2 Heart. But yeah, that's where we are. So it starts with Today. And as you can see, this was when Yuri was participating in Produce 101. Or not Produce 101, Produce 48. So that's why she is not here in this set. but I do have the D-Day. That is the D-Day set is the red version, and the D-1 set is the pink version. Then we have Love Bomb, and I do have this full set complete. Then we have the invitations, which again I will work on, but it's not a priority. So then we have Fun Factory, which was like my introduction to Promise 9 was Fun Factory. So that is the first album I actually own by them. I will go back and probably try and find Love Bomb, but I just love, I miss this era so much. Nagyun with her pink hair, it just like drew me in so much. I miss this era. But I will say, because now I'm trying to figure out when I do collect non-album stuff, what do I collect with just the 5-member group? Because Seram is no longer there and she was my bias. But Nagyun has always kind of been number 2 for me, so I think I will collect Nagyun stuff. I don't know. These are the Kino photocard sets for Fun Factory. Then we have My Little Society, which I did pretty much have completed, and then in this era, decided to go down to collecting my top 3, which were Seram, Nagyun, and Soyeon, and got rid of everything else, which I don't know why. So I am now just trying to build back up this OT9 set that I had. So these are this is like the concept card. I can't remember what their actual name was. And this set is done. That's the only set. Then we've got the units, which I am missing quite a few, and they are not set up nicely. My God, here's another one. I was just saying at the start of this video how I had no 9 pocket pages left. I do have 2, I guess. These are the Kino postcards from My Little Society. Then we have 9-Way Ticket. Again, this was one of those eras that I quit collecting OT9 for and went to my top 3, and now I'm back to OT9. You'll see quite a few of those from now going forward, because that's just what I did when they started releasing stuff more often with more photocard sets. But I'm just working my way back. These are the passports. I'm just missing a few here, 3. This is the postcard set, which I do have completed. Then we have the Kino postcard set, which is also, I've got the full set there. Then we have Talk and Talk, which I, luckily when I quit collecting OT9, did not get rid of all of my pulls for this. So I do still have, which is good because this is very hard to find, these cards, and they're expensive. So I'm glad I at least have Giri. But now I need to worry about all the other former members. But I'm missing a Serum, I guess. But you know, we'll get it through it. We'll figure it out. But I do love this set. And the postcards, I only have what I pulled. So that's unfortunate. Then we move into Midnight Guest, and these were only set up for my top 3 collection, but as you can see, I have a G1 here. This is where I ran out of 9 pocket pages. I was hoping to reset this up properly before I filmed this video, but I'm out of 9 pocket pages, so it just has to be this way. And next year, when I get my pages that I ordered, and I switch my binders around, we will redo this. But this is what I have. This is the jewel case set, I want to say. And again, for inclusions, I keep what I pull, and I will worry about getting them all later. Then these are the Kino postcards here. Then we've got from our Memento box. Again, I'm collecting OT9, but this is just set up right now for my top 3, but eventually I will set it up for OT9. And that does not go there. And that doesn't go there either. What is going on here? This is part of the issue, is I don't have it set up properly, so I'm just kind of throwing cards in here. This is the jewel case for sure, the compact version. But I am just kind of throwing stuff in here where I can put it for now until I can get the proper setup done. So that's why things look a little strange there. Then we've got the bookmarks, which I will work on the full group later. Okay, then we have my second Promise binder. So then we have Unlock My World, which I will be collecting full group for. It's just not set up that way right now, but eventually it will be. I just do not have any pages, and there's at least 6 pages I have to add for this set. Maybe more. I don't know, but yeah. And these are the mini cards here. Then we have Supersonic, which Supersonic I do have set up for OT9. Or not OT9. I'm still not used to the fact that Geary left for a little bit there. So for Supersonic, I do have that set up for OT8 because this was the comeback when I decided I was going to be collecting the full group again. So I do have that set up properly. Again, I don't have many photo cards here. Promise 9 is one of those collections I wasn't really focusing on that much. So now I will be. I'm going to be locking in with that. Now that I know I'm collecting full group, I can just bulk buy cards off of Buy or whatever. Then we have from our 20s, so this is the first group, comeback under the new company with the new reorganized lineup. So I've got it set up for my 5 member pages. So I have 5 on the front, 5 on the back. That's how I've got them set up. And I don't have it set up in here yet, but I did also buy their holiday kit special album. So it's like their special release for the White Christmas single that they just put out, which I was hoping they would release something for, because those outfits and that concept is too cute to not have something for. But I did order that holiday kit album, so it should hopefully be here at some point. So this is what I have. I don't know, with the 5-member version of the group, I'm kind of tempted to go down to an A5 binder and try the 5 pocket pages, but I don't know. I did order some 7 pocket pages from Meow Cafe to try with my Got7 collection, but I don't know if I'll like the empty spaces on the edge. And I've never had an A5 binder before, so I don't know. It's just something I'm floating out there with this new lineup. But we've got these stickers from our 20s, the postcards, and then this is some of my non-album stuff. So a lot of it is Saram, because if I was getting non-album / Kino things, it was for Saram because she was my bias. But I do also have just random members, whoever I pull. Okay, so my last 2 binders are my boy group and my girl group binders. These are groups that are not alts, but I collect a member for. You know, just regular collections. But we'll start with my girl group binder. So the first one in here is, and this binder is full. This is why I had to buy new binders, because, well, a lot of my alts, other than Promise 9, a lot of my alts aren't very active. A lot of the groups I collect in here are. So it starts with Oh My Girl. I collect Gio and Mimi. I collect Gio and Mimi up to when Gio left the group, obviously, and then I just collect Mimi after that. So a lot of their older stuff I don't have completed, but this is what I've got, and a lot of the new stuff I don't have completed either. This is a collection that I need to like work on, just lock in and work on. The only issue is I wish I would have collected more of the Geo stuff before she left the group, because now that stuff is hard to find, which is fine. I have Nonstop Complete. which is good. I have Dun Dun Dance also complete, which is nice because I don't know how I would finish this Geo collection if I didn't. I've got another 9 pocket page. Wow, like literally I was sitting here going, I can't be out of 9 pocket pages. No, they're just all randomly placed in all of my freaking binders. Then I have Mimi, Dun Dun Dance, which is also complete. Then we have Real Love. This was Geo's last comeback with the group, and it's going to be a pain in the butt because they have so many cards and I don't have any of them for Geo. I have more for Mimi, but for Geo, I can't find them. It's like they do not exist. And this collection, when I get to this point, kind of overwhelms me. These are from the limited edition version of the album. They're just some full group sets. Then we have Golden Hourglass. So I am actually doing not bad with this collection for Mimi. I'm only missing the one version for her. I do have Yua in here as well because for a while I was thinking of collecting Mimi and Yua for the newer eras, but I don't know. I do have her set up in here, so maybe we'll see. I don't know, but I do have her set up for Golden Hourglass. I do not have her set up for, I don't even have this era set up. So this is Dreamy Resonance. This is the new comeback. I do not have this set up at all. That's how much I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. It's just overwhelming. There's just so many cards. And then I do have some of her Japanese releases and, you know, POBs, that sort of stuff here. Then I have my Gal collection. So for IVE, I collect her photo cards, some of her inclusions. I don't know about inclusions yet. And a few of her POBs if I have them, sort of thing. So this is my 11 and Love Dive page, which is complete. Then we have my After Like page, which I just completed. I just got this jewel case card in a trade. So that is very exciting. Or not a trade. I purchased it. Not that one. This is a POB. I just got this jewel case. Then we have my After Like page, which is now completed, which I'm so happy about. This was the initial comeback that made me not collect IVE anymore for a little bit because I could not get any trades for Gal. But I do have her jewel case card, which I've been missing since After Like came out. So I'm very excited to have that. Then we have my IVE cards. I'm just missing the vinyl card and the special card here. Then we have my IVE Mine collection. I am, again, just missing the Digipack and the Plave. These are the only 2 versions of the album I don't have, so that would be why I don't have these cards. Then we have IVE Switch, and again, I'm missing Love Dive and Digipack, which hopefully I can get, but this is what I've got for this collection. Again, my IVE collection is so close to being completed. So I'm just so close to being done my Gal collection that I just have like, I think I counted, I have like 6 cards left to get to be completely caught up on her collection. And I really do want to find them because I want to be caught up on my IVE collection so badly because it's one where I can see I'm almost there. So there's a few girl groups in here where I'm like, I'm so close to being done. I just want to catch up. I just want to be done this collection and caught up. Because that helps a lot if I'm caught up in a lot of these smaller collections. With my larger collections like Got7 and Promise 9, I can work on without like falling behind on these. But for Empathy, I'm just missing the Play version. I don't know where my filler went, but I'm just missing my Play. Or actually, I do know where my filler went. When I did my Storing New Photo Cards video, which went up before this one, I had a POB sitting over here and the Plave and the regular version sitting down here where the Plave was, and I thought I was completed. I'm not. I'm still missing the Plave version, which is not a big deal. I'm almost done. Then we have the IVE Secret. So this is the newest comeback. 2 versions. I'm missing the Love Dive and the, now I can't even remember what that version was called. The Psst version, that one. And that'll be completed. It was really nice because I got my albums quickly for this comeback and like on time, and I was able to trade for a lot of these, which was very helpful. Then I just have some of her larger inclusions, which I have here, and some of her pops, which I've got here. Then the next group in this binder is Unis. So for Unis, I collect Bang Una and Alicia. So that's what I've got. This collection is also pretty close to being caught up, so I would really love to finish it as well soon. I don't know. I'm hoping they have a comeback near the end of like the year, like January, February, March, because they went all year last year without having a Korean like album release. They had 2 Japanese singles. They're about to release another one, but I would just love an album, please. Please, FNF, I just want an album. Not that I don't care about the boy group, but the boy group can take a break. The boy group could maybe actually use a break. They've been very busy since debut. They could probably actually use a break, I think. Just for like a couple of months, just give them a break. Do not like overwork them and just give Unis something to do. That's my hope. I would love for them to both be active, but not like overactive, which right now I think Ahoff is like borderline in that overactive area. So just like, you know, calm down for a month. So for Unis, we have We Unis. This was the first comeback and this is complete. We also have the FNF pre-order cards, which are here, which is also complete. Then for Curious, this is my Una page. I am just missing one of her photo cards. Then we've got Alicia, and I'm missing 2 of her photo cards. And Swiss, and I am missing just the keyring version for Una and the keyring version for Alicia. So I am pretty much done. I'm missing like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for between the 2 of them. So if I actually like put my mind to it and find them, it won't be hard to. I just need to put my mind to it and find them. Then we have some of the postcards. And then we've got the next group in this binder, and it is Izna. So for Izna, I collect my photo cards and some inclusions, not a ton. But this is what I've got for NA. It's filling out nicely. I'm almost caught up on this era, which is good. For Beep, I do have both of her cards now. I just got this one in a buy haul. So that era is complete now. And for Not Just Pretty, I'm only missing 2 photo cards. I'm missing both of her Nemo version selfie cards. And then she will be done, which is exciting. And I do feel very good about my collection now that Beep's done. And I've started getting some NA cards that we can stay caught up on I believe. Then we've just got a Tower Records POB here that came with a set of cards I bought. Then we have the rest of my Chaeyoung collection. So this is her Eyes One photo card sets. I have it all complete. They're all here. So we can just flip through. This was one of the easiest collections to complete and also one of my favorites. I miss Eyes One so much. But then I think about like if Eyes One didn't disband, we wouldn't have like IVE, which is also another one of my favorite groups. You know, we wouldn't have a bunch of new groups that just debuted with a few of the Japanese members. We wouldn't have Yena's solo stuff, you know. But I do just miss Eyes One. Sometimes I just wonder what would have happened if Eyes One didn't disband. I just want to know what would life be like now if Eyes One never disbanded. because, oh my god, it was such a perfect group. And I understand the rigging things, I get that, but they rigged the perfect group. Sorry, not sorry. Like, they rigged the perfect group. It was such a good group. I don't condone rigging. I don't think it's fair, especially on like a competition show where you're advertising people vote for who they want in the group and then you're just gonna rig it. But they really did form the perfect group. I really miss them. But now we've got a bunch of like other things to look forward to. Sometimes I just wonder, what would life be like? What would the K-pop scene be like right now if IVE was still around? Obviously, if IVE was still around, we wouldn't have IVE, at least not in the configuration it currently is. So, who knows? Who knows? But that is my girl group binder. Okay, and the last binder, oh my god, we're getting through here, which is also very full and why I need to get new binders, is my boy group binder. So this binder starts off with NCT Dream and Ranjin. I collect Ranjin. So this is what we've got for him. Again, it gets a little spotty here because haven't focused on this collection for a while. I find NCT in general, but especially Dream for some reason, to be very overwhelming to collect. I tend to join a lot of group orders. I don't know, and I've also been having trouble trading NCT, so I don't know. But I do join a lot of group orders for Dream, specifically to try and get Ranjin cards. But I guess I do have like a good portion. Like I have Glitch Mode, Hello Future, Hot Sauce all completed. The Candy, I'm just missing the Digipack. That is one version of this album I didn't get. Then we have ISTJ, which I guess I do also have this almost completed. I am missing one card. This, what year was that? The Golden Age, like full NCT album. I didn't get any Ranjin, like none. Then we've got Dreamscape. This is one where I'm missing a lot of cards, like a lot. Then we've got Dreamscape without the parentheses in it. And again, I'm missing just a few cards. Then we've got one of the newer albums, which is... Then we've got Go Back to the Future. I'm actually surprised by how active NCT Dream's been. It's kind of, when I look at this, I'm like, oh, this is kind of like 2 comebacks a year. That's kind of crazy. For NCT Dream, especially for a while there, they were hardly ever coming back. So this is a little crazy. But Go Back to the Future, I did pull some Ranjin with my group order album. So that's just what I have here. And then for the newest comeback, Beat It Up, I pulled Ranjin in my photo book version. I also got the Sheriff version. I don't know if I pulled him in the Sheriff version. I can't get it open. It's stapled shut. So I'll have to investigate that further and see what I pulled there. Then we've got some larger inclusions, postcards, that sort of thing, some non-album stuff. This is just where I keep the POBs that I get when I join these group orders. Then we have On and Off, and I collect Wyatt. Again, this is kind of one of those collections like Oh My Girl, which I guess makes sense because they're from the same company, where I have some eras completed and I have some that are very far behind. For like City of On and Off, I don't know why I only have 1 card in this. I don't know why I haven't completed it. Popping, I am only missing 1 card now, which is progress. But, oh my god, Goosebumps? Let's take a gander at my Goosebumps collection. It's very bad. Like nothing. It's honestly kind of sad. Storage of On and Off, same sort of thing. I just have what I pulled. That's it. These 2 cards are what I pulled. So I need to work on that also as well. It's kind of sad. Some of these collections do really get neglected, and On and Off is one of them. Then I have my Love Effect photo cards. This is the first album after they were discharged from the military. This one is not bad. I'm like halfway through that. So more than halfway through that, which is nice. And then we have Beautiful Shadow, which again, I got really lucky with this album. I ended up pulling a lot of Wyatt. Like pretty much everything in here right now is what I pulled for Wyatt. I haven't traded for any of these, which is kind of crazy. Then we have My Identity Part 1. Again, these are just what I pulled. I'm really falling behind on this sort of stuff, which I need to get it together. Then we have the new album, which is Unbroken, and that's just what I pulled. I haven't posted any of those photo cards up for trade yet. So I just have my one Lonely Wyatt that I pulled. Then the next group in here is BoyNextDoor, and I collect Jaehyun, which a lot of the early, like I only have albums from No Genre and The Action. So a lot of these other photo cards in here are ones that I've traded for, and I do next year. This isn't my goal video. I will have another video that goes up about my collection goals for this year, like for 2026. But I do want to get all of the other BoyNextDoor albums, so that way I'm not behind on the actual album collection. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I don't have any. I don't have any for this one either. Then for No Genre, I am actually pretty close to being done No Genre, so that's nice. And for The Action, I didn't pull any Jaehyun cards, so I don't even have a page set up for that. This is my non-album Jaehyun page. I ended up buying a lot of cards that were non-album, which is fine. Then the next group in here is another kind of like Izna inactive group collection that's pretty much done, and that is my New East collection. I miss New East so much. Oh my god, I'm like not over that. I'm not over that betrayal of them being disbanded literally out of nowhere. It's awful. But it does remind me of like the similar thing with Got7, where like the company only wanted to keep certain members, not the full group. But with Got7, they all left, and they kind of like were determined to do their group stuff on their own and make it work. I just miss New East. I'm so mad that they were taken from us. But anyway, my New East collection, I collected Aaron, and I only collected him from New East W forward, so just from Produce 101. After the end of Produce 101 forward. So I have my W Here collection, which is complete. This is Who You and Awaken, which is also, these are all complete. Like, they're all complete. Then we have Happily Ever After, again, complete. This is actually a collection that I finished this year. I was, like, determined I'm going to finish it this year, and I did. Aside from the unit cards, I don't have the unit cards completed. Maybe once I get caught up on a lot of my other ones, then I can focus on unit cards, potentially. I don't know. Then we have the table, which is also completed. I do have one of the units over here. I do have some of my larger inclusions here, but I do not collect them. Then we have the Nocturne, which is also completed, again with some units over there. Then we have Romanticize, which is also completed. And we've got some units for Romanticize there. Then we have Needle and Bubble, which is, I'm just missing one group card. I don't know how I'm going to set up this. I'm going to have to get some POBs to fill out this page because there were just 2 individual cards and 2 group cards. So that's, something's going to happen there. But yeah, that's my New East collection. It's completed for what I buy. Then I do just have some merch stuff for Aaron. I just miss them so much. I have so much fun collecting and listening and watching New East, and now they're just, you know, gone, which is so sad. So then I have, these are a lot of my other random cards for groups that I don't collect a member for consistently, but I do buy albums for. So the first one in here is Shiny, which my bias is Key. I would collect Shiny, but they're just so old. I'm not like, they're such an old group. I will say, like, they're not old people. They're just an old group, and trying to go back and find all of their older albums and photo cards I think would be so stressful, and I don't want to do that. So I just buy the albums and keep what I pull, essentially, which is fine. Then we have some random group stuff. So I have a Jackie's card. I have an SM, what was this called? SMCU Express. This was the 2021 Winter SM Town. I pulled TVXQ for my random card. Then we have Winner. We have my B2B cards here. So I do have some regular album photo cards. Then their Season's Greetings from last year because I did buy that. And again, some bigger inclusions for B2B. Then I have Lehigh in here because I do really enjoy Lehigh's releases. So when she releases an album, I tend to buy it. Okay, so that is everything. We actually got through how many binders do I have now that they're all out? 2, 4, 6, 8. We actually got through all 8 binders in pretty good time. I didn't go super in depth into what every single card is or what every single album is. In the, you know, with my mind thinking this video already took me an hour and a half to film, just like quickly going through flipping through all of the binders. I can't imagine if I tried and went through every single card that I own. That would be insane. Maybe I do need to actually go through and count how many cards I have, because this is crazy. I didn't even realize I had 8 binders, but we've got 8 binders, and there's always groups debuting, which I tend to also collect, so that's, it's never ending. So yeah, hopefully we can make some good progress on the collection I have here in these binders next year and not add too much. But that's something I will talk about in my collection goals. How exactly, I'm not going to stop myself from adding new groups, but I would like to have certain parameters about you can't add a new group. Hey, Carly, stupid girl, you can't add another new group until you get some of these groups completed. You know, that sort of vibe. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!